Hello my loves and welcome back. And if you're new here, then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. So today we're going to do a short little practice all about reaching this portion of our lower backs and giving it a nice deep stretch. So come over onto your hands and your knees. And I'm going to ask you to have a little bit of cushion underneath your knees to give yourself a little bit of support. You're going to take the hands and knees, fingers spread wide, and rather than being in this kind of boxy position with the hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips, take the knees a little bit further back and give yourself a little bit more space. And then take some cat and cow. So as you inhale, navel will descend, head looks a little forward. Exhale, round up, tuck in the chin, look back towards your knees. Now, I always like to do this either laying on our backs or on hands and knees before I come into my practice. This is part of my warm-up because it just tells me how is my back doing today? How are my shoulders doing? How are my hips doing? It gives me a little bit of information of what I need in my practice today. Because every day is different, my friends. Every day is different. So notice. And what I'm going to ask you to notice is as you round up and you tuck your tailbone and look back towards your knees, where are you feeling the length in the back body? Is it towards the upper back, the mid back, the lower back, hips, the shoulders? What are you feeling? And move slow enough that you can notice. If you're moving too fast, you will not be able to see and feel what is occurring in your body. All right, and as you come through your next inhale, come to neutral. Now, from here, I want you to take the right knee forward, and it only has to be a couple of inches. Don't think about it coming all the way towards the middle here. Think about it just coming a couple of inches forward. There's still space between the knees, right and left. I could still slide a block here between my shins and repeat that little bit of cat and cow. Repeat here. How does it feel now? Are you feeling it more on one side compared to the other? Notice that. As you come into your next inhale, pause. And again, I want you to think about keeping the legs where they are, but this time, can the left hand just come a little bit further forward? Now, I like to think about the heel of my hand being level with the fingertips of my right hand. So it's only come a little bit further forward, maybe not even that. And then take again your little bit of cat and cow. Now, how have you changed things? Because this is quite a different position that you would normally be in your cat and your cow. And if you're aiming to get into that deep back flank area, this might be the movement that you want to explore. And you may be feeling something a little bit more in the left side of your upper back, left side of your lower back, maybe even into the shoulder, the lats, the hips, that whole left side. And if you're feeling something different, then notice that. Notice what you're feeling. And the next time that you exhale and you round up, I want you to keep that rounding, keep that cat. And then 50%, no more, keep that rounding, but sit back into almost a child's pose, almost, but keep rounding. If you're sitting back and you're letting this go, it's not the same. I want you to pull up through the navel, pull up through that lower back. and then come back through center and reset the hands, reset the knees, and then take a sit back into regular child's pose. Maybe the forehead rests to the floor, let the arms relax. All right, come back up to the hands and the knees and we'll do the other side. So this time, you come to all fours and the left knee is the one that just comes a couple of inches forward. A couple of inches, no more. It doesn't need more than that. And then take your little bit of cat and cow. How is this side different? Now it might be already different because you did a nice deep stretch for that left side body, so you're already a little bit released on one side. So just notice if that's the case. What feels different in your body? And as you come through your next inhale, I want you to pause. Send your right hand a little bit further forward. So again, we're not coming all the way. You're just coming a little bit, just a few inches. And then repeat your little cat and cow. Now the interesting thing is, do you notice a difference? Was one side way tighter than the other? That's certainly my experience. My left side is much, much tighter than my right. So notice what is happening in your body. How is it different for you? And these are the things that you need to explore in your practice. Because what are you doing in your daily life that is causing that imbalance? And as you exhale your next breath and you tuck and you round, you'll pause, you'll keep breathing, but you'll sit back 50%. Again, keep drawing the navel up. How is this side different? Rise back up and then take regular all fours, sit back into regular child's pose, whatever that looks like for you today. Reaching forward, come back to all fours. And in that same position that we began, taking the knees a little further back, giving yourself a little bit more space between the hands and the knees, take your little bit of cat and cow. And just notice, does it feel any different? Give yourself the opportunity to compare. That's what this practice is all about, comparing before and after, comparing right and left, but comparing things in your body. What is happening in your body? Quite often we compare ourselves to other people, and what we should be doing is looking at ourselves. How is my body different right to left? From yesterday to today? And what can I do today that will help it move a little bit better tomorrow? And as you come into neutral, then pause, sweep your legs around and come into seated. And sitting here with the spine aligned, sit bones reaching down to the floor, crown of the head rising. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more, nice deep inhale. And a loud exhale. Resting here. Body, mind, heart and breath. Balanced as one. Namaste.